Hello guys. So my name is Mahesh Prasad Mishra. I'm an associate data scientist at Ceptes Software. In the previous videos we discussed about what is Tableau CRM and how to build dynamic dashboards, lenses, and how we can add filters and various components to the dashboard. How to make the dashboards a little bit more interactive, and how we can play around with different fields and make it a little dynamic, and various other things we discussed. So we are gonna discover, like, we are gonna dwell into another part of the Tableau serum, which is called story. Just how to make build stories in Tableau CRM, how to read, how to generate insights from the stories, of decode it. How we are going to explore different features in the Tableau CRM story making in this video. So let's start. Uh, okay, so as you know, we already created a Tableau CRM demo app in which we have a few data sets, lenses, and dashboards. Okay, so let's say we want to create a story. So let's say you go here, create, then story. Then we want to create from a data set. I will create two stories. One with mock data, another with the account object data set we created in the previous video. So let's go with mock data. Let's say I want to maximize, well, salary. There are only fields like salary, ID, and work hours. They are only the fields which are like numerical. So mostly it will ask to us to maximize or minimize a numerical field. So for example, let's go with salary. Story type, insights and predictions. Instead of salary, if there would be a different profit column, a profit field, or revenue field, so that would be a little bit more better. You want to maximize a profit, or we want to maximize the outcome investment. So automated, uh, let's go with, it will take a little bit of time to build a story. So let's see. So now you can see clearly that story has been made using Tableau CRM. So there are many charts and many insights regarding that. It shows the total number of rows, average salary, and you can see the correlation with the salary column with various variables. Like with market sector, the correlation is 1.44%, and joining date 0.29%. So yeah, we can see a lot of things here. So let's make another story using the account object dataset. Same thing, story. We can also make it from here. Uh, Create story. You can see here. I want to maximize the annual revenue, and story type, insights and predictions. If we go for manual, we can select the fields we really need and choose the model here and everything. But we can choose that later on also. So we don't need that right now. So let's do it another again. 1 second. Create from dataset, annual revenues, story type, then automated, then okay. Now it will create the story again. So we got our story here on the account object dataset. You can see the same thing, the variable name and the correlation with the annual revenue field. You can see the average annual revenue by employees. So you can see here a lot of insights, like the, I think it's number of employees. I think, yeah, it's number of employees, and also I think this is annual revenue. So you can see employees equals to 10,000 is this above average. So if the employees the number of employees is 10,000, then the annual revenue is better than average. And if like employees number are like 900, 400, and 500, then it's below average. Yeah. Like you can see in which cases it was better than average, and in which cases it was like worse than the average. So yeah. Also, you can see like which account types are significant or insignificant. You can also see that, like if they have any role in predicting the annual revenue, like maximizing the annual revenue or not. Uh, so this also you can see in when the last activity date account type equals to partner does worse. You can also see that, and many more things. When employees is 10,000 and customer can do better, you can see that account type equals to customer is this, and employees number of employees is this. So in both cases, account type customer and partner, if the employees number is 10,000, then the annual revenue does better. uh, so yeah, when the billing country is this, segment is this, you can see it analyzes uh, through lot of fields, and it tries to build patterns around it, and generate insights like which uh, the which fields have a stronger correlation to the annual revenue, and how can it how it affects the annual revenue, how it affects the maximization or the minimization of the annual revenue. So yeah, it generates a lot of insights. uh, okay, then we have what predictions here, another feature of the story of Tableau CRM. So let's say we can go for 8,000, the account type customer. So you can see in it we learned that when the employees number is 10,000, it shows positive factors. So we can see that employees is 8,000 shows negative factors. So yeah, you can see that clearly. It also predicts the annual revenue here, the number. You can see we can select all the fields needed, whatever fields we need, billing country, account source. So these are the fields which are like important, which affect the prediction of the annual revenue. So we can see in which we can take actions. Let's see. No significant improvements. You can see here. If there would be any like suggestions to improve, then when you choose an action, it will show here. So in only employees, it shows like if we change the employees to 10,000, then this much of annual revenue will get added to this prediction. So yeah, it's a very useful feature of Tableau CRM to generate and solve business insights. We can get a lot of like lot of analysis done regarding a certain business problem or a business case study by this. And then these are Einstein recommends improvements in one area. Like it recommends improvement, but we may choose or we may not choose. That's upon us. But we can choose it, like if you want. If we choose, we can do it into ignore employees if we do it, and if we can see that the model improves or not, or the insights improve or not. We can see that. We can check that. Then the next thing is called model here. You can see it shows cross validation test passed and the R square, and you can see a lot of things here. So let me show the other story we created, mock data. So you can see here the same thing, a lot of insights regarding that. You can see here when work hours is 12, market sector this do better, automotive and industrial do better. When department is sales, market sector jewelry does better. So it analyzes across a lot of fields which fields have a better correlation, or which fields have a better better dependency on one another. If this field does better in which case, and or it analyzes upon that. You can see a lot of things: salary by joining date, and yeah, it's the same thing. If you go for predictions and we choose like computers joining date 2005 or 19, work hours 8, department engineering, country United States, and we don't need ID actually. Let's go with this. So you can see our top improvements if we change this market sector to grocery, market sector to baby, and market sector to garden and everything. So you can see it. It also then gives us targeted insights about it. Let's see what it says. Like cases where market sector can be changed to increase salary, given that market sector is computer and workouts is 8, and joining date is okay. So you can see the market sector is computer. Okay. So you can see if it says, yeah, it says clearly whatever it's written here, like change the market sector to grocery to increase salary. This change market sector to baby. Yeah. So we can see clearly. So we can change it and have better, predictions, or a better ancient prediction figure. So let me show the model part. So again, you can see the cross validation test failed here, but because like not much data is present, like it's a very small data set. That's one of the factors in which we can see like the cross validation test fails. And you can see the R code also. If anybody wants to have an R code, we can see that here also. And yeah, compared to another model, we can compare this to another model also. If like there are no more other models with the same outcome to compare with right now. So yeah, anyways, so we can do that also. Model evaluation, we can do that. We can see the predicted versus actual plot. So yeah, it doesn't look good actually. The like it's way outside the best fit line. So yeah, that's why it shows such a low R square score. Anyways, so we can see a lot of scores here. It's a k-fold validation. I think four-fold validation it did. Yeah, four-fold validation and all the scores. R square, MSC, RMSC, and all the scores. Training set validation set. Yeah, so you can see the validation. I think is less than the training. That's why it's not properly validated, and it has not generated a very good model, I can say. Okay. Deploy model, edit story. Yeah, okay, so we can do more things, like let's say we want to apply XGBoost for some reason. We can go update story. Let's write XGBoost in the description and update it, and it will again build up the story based on the XGBoost model. Let's wait a few minutes. Okay, so now I think yeah, uh, you can see here nothing changed much in the XGBoost model. I think if we go what changed, comparison is taking some extra time to load. Okay, let's say. Okay, now we can compare the both the models. You can see the one GLM model and the XGBoost model. I think the purple one is XGBoost version one. Okay, market sector, joining date, work hours, department, country. So yeah, we can see a lot of comparisons between this and model. You can see algorithm XGBoost and the cross validation test passed here, but for some reason the R square score is very low. Anyways, so I think that's it for this video. Uh, prediction examination. Okay, so yeah, so you can another point I want to show. You can see the ancient prediction here, predicted outcome, actual outcome, residual percent, and everything. So yeah. Anyways, so I think that's it for this video. The next video, I will show how to deploy this model. And you can see here in the model part, okay, overview, how to deploy this model, and how to generate a scorecard, and how to score the if we want to score the accounts, or let's say, yeah, if we want to score the accounts, I will show how to do that, and how we can add a instant predictions component to the lightning page. And yeah, I think that's it for this video, and all the above I said, I will show it in the next video. So yeah, thank you. Thanks.